a major increase in sexual abuse over the past decade in public schools. That's according to a recent report by the Defense of Freedom Institute. NTD's Daniel Monahan spoke with Ańgela Morabito from the Institute about what's behind the rise.
The report, titled Catching the Trash, is based on federal data from 2015 to 2018 for nearly 100,000 schools across the U.S. Researchers found a 74% increase in rape or attempted rape, while sexual assault complaints in K-12 schools more than tripled from 2010 to 2019. Morabito says one of the problems is teacher unions,
which routinely go to bat for the worst of the worst teachers, and they abandon teachers who are just trying to do a good job. Teacher unions have repeatedly advocated for policies that would require a teacher's record to be wiped a few years after they leave a specific district, and that enables a phenomenon called pass the trash, where let's say an abusive teacher is forced out of District A, they go to get hired at District B. District B has no insight into what happened at District A and unknowingly hires an abuser.
Another issue that Morabito cites is a lack of transparency.
DFI believes that every school district in America should report to the public every year how many instances of staff-on-student sexual misconduct have occurred. Anything less than that really leaves parents in the dark. And when we talk about school choice, parents need to make informed choices. They should have all of the relevant information about where their child is going to school, and student safety is perhaps the most relevant information of all.
With such a huge spike in reports of staff-on-student sexual assault in K-12 schools, Morabito says one would expect to see just as large, if not even more of a spike in investigations at the federal level.
But instead of that, it looks a lot like the Office for Civil Rights, which is part of the Department of Education, has dropped the ball and is not aggressively enforcing Title IX the way that former Education Secretary DeVos did.
For Morabito, the issue is cut and dry.
Every child should be safe at school, and no parent should have to worry that the person who is entrusted with the education of their child may end up being an abuser.
The Defense of Freedom Institute is also calling for penalizing school districts who help abusers find new jobs and employees who fail to report sexual misconduct by another employee. Daniel Monahan, NTD News.
What a shame. Something needs to be done about that. NTD reached out to the Department of Education and the National Education Association for comment on the increase in sexual assaults at schools. We have not heard back yet.